G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we're going to be battling one of the bigger characters or bigger villains from Marvel United, and that's going to be the mighty, gigantic Fang Foom. We've had a lot of requests for this one, and so we're going to be treading into the lair of the diabolical lizard and going to try and take him down before he can wake up. So it's going to be a pretty tough battle, I think. There's some when you sort of first read the battle, you think, "Oh, really? Is this it?" But I think it's going to be more deceptive than we think. And we've got a bit of a. I thought this would be fun to have a bit of a fantasy-themed game for this one. So we're going to have a bit of fun with the heroes too. So let's have a look here at Fang Foom. Now, I keep going to say Fang Foom with this guy. I didn't realize his actual name is Fang Foom. So apologies if I sort of get that wrong throughout the video, but just be aware that that could happen along with a lot of other mistakes as well. But we're going to be taking a full team of 4 heroes, so he's going to have 11 health. And let's check out the back here. Now, we're going to be using something called the Dormant Master Plan deck because, as you saw before, he's just having a little snooze up there in his little location up there. And so we're going to be using the Dormant Master Plan deck, and we're going to set aside an Awake Master Plan deck. We also have to use the Valley of the Sleeping Dragon, and it has to be used as his starting location. You can also see, if you're interested in there and you like playing the supervillain mode, this is some extra instructions for you there, so you can play as Fang Foom if you like against your friends. Alright, so, and let's have a look here what we're talking about. So this is the Dormant deck, and there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards there, and as most Master Plan cards tend to have 12, or Master Plan card decks I should say, tend to have 12 cards, you'll see that the Awake deck, which we had to put aside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, has 6 as well. So we're going to put that over here, and let's keep looking at his rules. You'll also notice, just before we do that, you'll notice he has the standard regular missions here, so we're going to be looking to put him under pressure by completing one of these, make him vulnerable by completing 2, and if we can complete 3 missions, we'll get a little bonus with a little bit of a health boost. Yeah, they're the standard missions of defeating thugs, rescuing civilians, and clearing the different threats that are out there on the locations. Let's see how he changes up the game though. So, Waking the Dragon. Alright, so when Fang Foom becomes under pressure, replace the Dormant Master Plan deck with the Awake Master Plan deck. So that you might be 2 or 3 cards in, but as soon as you make him under pressure, you swap to the Awake deck, which essentially sort of is going to sort of speed up how much time you have to take him down. You're only ever going to have, I guess, 6 turns to try and damage him. So I guess we want to maybe not race through and do one of these missions to put him under pressure too quickly. We want to be spreading ourselves out. I mean, that's generally a good idea in the game anyway, but it's particularly important that we want to be able to sort of have the difference between under pressure and invulnerable be a pretty short window of time there. So there you go. It behooves us to to spread things out, I guess. So when a hero is KO'd, Fang Foom doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, we draw a Master Plan card and add it face down to the storyline, so he just sort of races through his deck. So in particular, if you're getting KO'd early on, I guess, that's particularly bad, because if we have a look over here, the heroes lose if Fang Foom must draw a Master Plan card from the Dormant deck, but it is empty, so that's not great. But I guess that's also equally bad when the Awake deck is in play. That we know there's only 6 cards there, so it's a very limited window of time. And so if he's damaging us that's making that window of time even smaller, because if we have a look up here, bam, deal 2 damage to one hero in his location, then deal 1 damage to a different hero in his location, and then to one hero in each adjacent location. So he can damage all 4 heroes every turn if he's lining it up right. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of damage happening here. We may not have the right team for this. Now, the overflow, if 1 or more civilians or thug tokens can't be added to a location, then we draw a master plan card, play it face down. So that's also bad. Then his villainous plot. The heroes, we lose if he basically runs out of dormant deck cards, but then in addition, we also lose with the regular mission, which is if he runs out of cards in his regular master plan deck, which I guess in this case would be like the awake deck, or if we run out of cards, that is also a bad thing. So there you go. You can see pretty simple, but there's lots of things there that sound like that's going to be a problem for us. So let's have a look at the threats he brings to the table as well. He's got 3 of these, I believe, shape-shifting. So while in this location, Fang Foom cannot take any damage as long as there are any civilians here. So not only are we going to be up against it trying to take him down quickly whilst he's beating us up as well, that's going to make it even harder to take him down, because there will be spots where we won't be able to damage him unless we take care of those first, which means we're unlikely to have enough actions to do a lot of damage to him. So he's got a shape-shifting one here. Oh, here we go. They're all at the bottom. 1, 2, and 3. And then that means the other 3 must be at the top here. So they are, let's have a look here, supernatural durability. So just if you thought that other one was bad for hurting him, this one is, while in this location, Fang Foom ignores 1 damage each hero turn. So it doesn't even matter if there's any civilians there or not. He's ignoring a damage here. So the other one, he can't be damaged at all. This one, he ignores the damage. So yikes. So there's 3 at the top here. Let's have a look, talking about the theme, let's have a look at the location. So we have the Valley of the Sleeping Dragon at the top, which is one that comes with Fang Foom here. That's where he's having his little snooze. There we go, having 40 winks there. And then I thought, yeah, let's go some, if we're fighting a big dragon, let's have a big sort of fantasy sort of theme here. So we've got Mount Doom over here, which is Vormir. Okay, so I mean, not Mount Doom, Mount Scariness and Mount Gloom, and that's where we're going to be maybe trying to throw some sort of a ring or something into that volcano, then, or maybe like an infinity stone or something. Then over here we have the home of the Ents and the Wood Elves. We have Krakoa. So that's going to be our sort of woodland realm. And what else have we got here? We've got a couple of elves hanging out here. Some goblins up here. Then we have the throne room where we meet and are given our quest. So we have the throne room here. Okay. I'm not sure whose throne this is. There may be a steward sitting on the throne instead, who knows. Put that there. Certainly wouldn't want any infringements going on here. Now, if we have to have a fantasy quest, we're going to have to travel over some snowy mountains. So I found this one here. What is it? The Jabari village. We might find some NPCs that might give us a quest or something here too. So that's going to be pretty handy, climbing over the mountains with some powerful music booming in the background. And there we go. And finally, this one I thought would be a nice sort of touch with the Valley of the Sleeping Dragon. We've got the ancient city on the hill with the dragon gates there. What's this? Kunlun. And you can see the abilities there. And I thought that's kind of a cool sort of mystical looking place as well. And plus I don't know if I've used that one yet. Maybe. If you look back through some of the videos, I may have used it, I'm not sure. Or maybe I've used it off camera. But there you go. So that is our fantasy realm that we're going to be traversing, trying to prevent the dragon from causing too much havoc. And let's have a look at our adventuring party. So we have, first up, we have the brave paladin. Here we go. All right. And then we have, who's next on our list? We have the half-elf ranger with her trusty bow there. Okay. And she's very agile. Then we have, everyone knows the best thing about Marvel United is the barbarian. So we've got the barbarian. Okay. I think it's pretty cool. And then those true players of Marvel United know that the real best character is not the barbarian but the dwarf. So although I think this is actually probably more accurately a halfling, right? Maybe a halfling wizard slash thief, dual class. So here's our little dwarf halfling, maybe a half dwarf, half halfling. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And let's have a look at their cards. So we are going to be using a couple of characters here with equipment. So the first character here, who is Black Knight. So yeah, Black Knight, that's his name. He's got this equipment here, the Ebony Blade. So we've taken his double wild out. So the Ebony Blade is a permanent card. So you don't flip this one over every time he uses it, but if it does get flipped by any sort of bad guy effect or something like that, then it basically gets removed from the game, so you can't get it back. So you can perform one free punch action every turn, so that's pretty good. But if you don't perform at least one punch action during your action phase, you must discard a card at the end of your turn, so you take a damage because it's like a cursed blade. Alright, so that is the Black Knight. So we'll just shuffle his cards up here. We'll draw two because he's got a starting hand card, which is his trusty steed, the Pegasus. So as long as this card is face up in the storyline, you perform a free movement. But the first time you're forced to discard a card from your hand, flip this card face down instead. And I'm not sure, but I believe if this were in the DC United range, I imagine this would have that sort of, I think it's like a yellowy orange banner across the top with that symbol for flipping. So it just shows you that this is a card that gets flipped sometimes. But usually that symbol's there, you flip because you choose to flip it so that you can get some effect, whereas this one flips. So actually this one would probably be more likely to have that sort of green background with the sort of the eye or whatever, so showing as long as this is in the storyline. Yeah, I guess that's how they would show that one. Anyway, so there's that one. Let's have a look at what else he's bringing to the party. Well, he certainly doesn't want to get caught short not attacking, doesn't he? But he's got two attacks there, and a great tactician. Each other hero may move to a location adjacent to them containing a villain, henchman, or no empty slots there. Oh, interesting. Okay. That could come in handy. Or I could completely misuse it and it would be going to waste. I mean, that's more likely than it really if you've seen my gameplay. So, but, you know, we can live in hope. So we'll put Black Knight here. Now, another character. So our ranger here. Now, she doesn't have any starting hand cards, but we have removed the double wild because she has a couple of tricks up her sleeve. So let's have a look at her cards here. So she's got skilled marksman. Two punches split as you like in both adjacent locations. And a movement. And we've got you drive, I shoot. This turn, when moving, you may bring another hero in your location with you. You may punch in each location you enter accompanied by a hero. Right, okay. So as long as they're with you, you can punch because you're shooting and they're driving, I guess. All right, and then she's got the single punch there. Now, and this is, of course, I don't think I've given her a name yet. She's Kate Bishop, or I think she's like the new version of Hawkeye, I think. So these are her cards here. Now, she comes with... Ooh, hold on. Oh, she comes with 4 of these equipment cards, but I'm only going to choose 3 because I believe you're only allowed to choose up to 3. So, yeah, so if you've got a character with equipment, you have whatever equipment they come with whether it's 1, 2, or 3. But if they have more than 3, then you only get to choose up to 3. So you choose the 3, I guess, and then any others get left out. And I think that's the case with these guys, Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. Plus, there's maybe Iron Man or someone like that has more equipment than they can handle. And I think in the new range from DC, there's characters like Batman and stuff that have a whole bunch. So let's have a look here. We've got the Wire. This lets us move in Heroic. And all of these are the same in that they require 2 action tokens to flip up. So, which in my books means you're never going to do that, because I don't think I'd rather give up 2 actions just to flip this up. But anyway, so that's that one. Now we have this one here, the Smoke Bomb. On your turn, place this card in an adjacent location. Then the next villain turn, heroes in that location can't take any damage. Then you take this card, turn it face down. So essentially you can sort of create a little safe zone for yourself and your friends, I guess. Now let's have a look here. The Explosive Arrow. Punch against up to 2 different targets in an adjacent location. Then turn this face down. And then this one here. Attach a stun token to a henchman in an adjacent location. Then next villain turn, their BAM is cancelled. And the token is discarded. This one is the one I'm not choosing for the obvious reason that there are no henchmen in this battle. So we will get rid of that one. So these are the 3 that we've got access to. So hopefully we can use them at an opportune time in the game. Now let's have a look at the Barbarian. Again, I don't think any starting hand cards here. We're not using any equipment, so the Barbarian is going to use their full hand, including a double wild somewhere in here. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. And we've got a movement. We have a Warbound Pack. Until the beginning of your next turn, each time another hero in your or an adjacent location takes 1 or more damage, you may gain a punch token. Okay, I imagine we're going to be taking some damage, so that will probably come in handy. And then, now I don't know how to pronounce this. Kaera? Yeah, I don't know. Is that an R or an A? I think it's an A. Kaera? My queen. Each time you punch this turn, deal 1 additional damage to the same target. So I'm hoping we can save that one up for the final fight. Not great that we've got it in our first opening hand there. And let's have a look now. We do have a starting hand here. Let's have a look at our little thief. By the way, that was Gladiator Hulk, I believe, we were just looking at. And now we're having a look at Kid Loki. So, oh, there we go. Again, we're using these because there's no equipment here, so 2 wilds. This says, smarter than you. If a villain or henchman in your location has more health than the number of cards in your hand, you may double wild there. Plus it's got a wild. So again, not a great one to have in our hand to start with. And the problem is, in a 4-player game, if we get damaged and these go to the bottom of our decks, there's less time for this to come back up again. So I know we're probably going to be taking a bunch of damage, but I don't know if we lose these, I don't know how likely they are to come back up again, which is a bit of a pain that we've got them all out early. Alright. And, oh, I don't think I showed you the last card there, sorry guys. His starting hand card, sorry. Let's have a look here. Master of Deception. So as long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may ignore the special effect on a current card you played to discard 1 crisis token in your location instead. That's great. It's got a wild on it, so that's great, but I don't believe this mission uses any crisis tokens, so that's not great. But anyway, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it's just fun to sort of play with whatever characters you want and just see how it all goes. So that's what we're going to do today. So I think we are ready to get down to the table and see what old snoring Pete over here is up to. So let's get down to the table. Alright, let's see. Just to not have any too much infringement there, we'll change the tune a little bit. Let's see what our first card is. So this will be interesting because he's sleeping, right? So I don't imagine he's doing too much. Well, nope, he's definitely not doing anything. He's just sitting there. But what's he going to do? McLuhan invasion. McLuhan invasion. Add a thug in each location. In each location. Wow, that's a lot of thugs. It's like 6, except for Fang Foom. So 5. 5, that's still a lot. 5. Well, is it a lot? I guess it's a lot. I think a lot of villains drop like 2 on either side and 1 in the middle, right? So that's kind of like 5 in total. But this really spreads them out. So, I mean, yeah, if you drop them in one spot, that can cause overflow right there, right? But this is kind of like setting up lots of overflow later on, isn't it? Unless we really spread out and start doing whack-a-mole. Alright, well, let's have a think about it, because I'm not really sure where to go with this. I don't like the idea of these threats being out, but I sort of have a feeling if we get overflows, that's going to drive this forward. And if we race something too fast, that's going to cause a problem. Well, we certainly know now, I think we've got more than enough thugs out here to complete this mission, so we probably want to work on thugs at least as one of the things. Now, do I go with threats, or if I go for both of these, spread them out, that can keep that stuff down, but then when we come to hunting him down, he's going to have a lot of damage prevention if we don't deal with this. I'm just worried if I work on this and this, that's going to leave a lot of civilians out that haven't been accounted for. And that could lead to some very big overflow sort of situations late game. Ooh, really not sure what to do there. Alright, well, let's have a look. I've just drawn our first card for Black Knight because I believe that's it. I think everything's happened now. So, yeah. So, he's staying where he is, just sleeping. It's up to us to go and sort of like fight off the evil that's building in the land, I guess. So, we're going to put Brave Steed down just to sort of get us moving. Probably not a bad idea. Plus it's got a punch and we get a free punch, so that's maybe not bad. Now, Kate Bishop, has she got movement? She's got movement, so I'm thinking, because I just want to make sure that if I take out both of these thugs here, I give others a chance to do some stuff as well. I might want to send Black Knight this way so he can maybe deal with these guys over here. So let's play that down. He gets a free movement and a free attack this turn. So in that case, do we want him to head this way and punch once here and maybe punch here? So he's going to use his punch on his card to get rid of one thug. Then he's going to use his free movement with the steed to fly over to the woodland realm. And then he's going to use his free punch over here to take out another thug. That's 2 thugs defeated. Alright. Now. That's cool. So he's done that. Let's see, Kate Bishop, what's she up to? Our ranger has drawn a movement. So she's got a punch. What do we do here? I suppose if we're taking out a bunch of thugs, maybe that's helping with the locations not getting too full. Well, if we want to give Hulk some movement, maybe, do I go split as you like? See, I'm thinking this one is two punches split as you like in both your and adjacent locations. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. You drive, I shoot. When moving, you may bring another hero in your location with you. You may punch in each location you enter, accompanied by a hero. But that would be better with 2 movements, right? But I'm just thinking that would let us move, say, Hulk into this spot, therefore allowing him to get all the way over here, so we're really spread out then, and we can really start working on the different places, making sure that nothing gets too close to overflow. But would that be more useful when I'm trying to hunt down Fang Foom, bringing someone else along so we can both be close to catch him? What's more useful? Or this one, Skilled Marksman. Again, is this one more useful? We could do a big double hit on Hulk. Sorry, on Fang Foom. Sorry, Hulk. he's starting to get nervous. Why are you talking about hitting Hulk? This one I think has more potential to be useful later on. So I'm going to use this You Drive, I Shoot. So, alright, let's get Hulk in the van, in the driver's seat. Let's play this. Should we get this arrow happening? Should we fire this arrow and get a star happening? Because I don't see a lot of stars coming up here. I need to get cracking on the stars, so I might do that actually. I'm going to fire the arrow. So we've played this. This turn, when moving, you may bring another hero with you. You may punch in each location you enter. Right. And she's got to punch here, right? So she could punch here. She can fire this arrow. Okay, let's put that over there. That lets her move to here, place it. We'll use a star. We won't use it to rescue, we'll use it to place this star here. I think maybe getting rid of these ones where we have to worry about the civilians is good. Then she can do a free punch. I've got to be careful with these punches, right? Then she can move anyway, and she gets a free punch here. Oh gosh, and maybe slow down with these punches, right? Okay. Right. So she moved and punched with the card. She moved and punched with her movement here in that ability, and that ability triggered as well with moving with the card. She did that with the card, and she got this punch to punch that one. All right. Wow, that was a big turn from the Ranger. That was cool. All right. Now, what have we given Hulk though? Oh, should I have left before I draw this card? If we're working on this, is it that, I mean, we've got a movement here, I guess. Do we need to bring Hulk with us? Oh, we needed Hulk to do the extra shot with the thing, didn't we? Alright. maybe we play... Yeah, so if we need to reposition ourselves, I'm just thinking maybe Hulk should be here if I want to play this star, but then again, I don't know. Maybe Hulk... What's Loki got? Loki's got a whole bunch of wilds and stuff actually, so Loki could really do a lot of work towards the shape-shifting and that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, let's stay where we are. Let's draw a card. Oh, double punches. Ooh, is this team too punch heavy? Do we have enough stars to work on either of these two things? I guess that means I sort of want to work on... maybe I kind of want to work on the... the threats, because... Although, no, I need to do more, don't I? I need to do 3, I need to do like 12 heroics to clear all that, whereas I only need 9 heroics to clear this. I think I've got to go for it anyway. Alright. Could be a mistake. Now, here's a problem as well. Until the beginning of your next turn, each time another hero in your or an adjacent location takes 1 or more damage, you may gain a punch token. That would be way better when we start taking damage. Oh man, oh, this is not good. Do I just reposition myself with Hulk? I just don't want to spend one of these big cards. I don't really want to do too many more of these. Maybe I do a movement. 1, 2, he's going to go over here. Well, that feels like a waste, but I just don't... I mean, this would be good to get that star happening. But I think that's better off later on. Alright. So, I was going to have Kid Loki's turn, but it's actually Fang Foom's turn. Alright, what are we doing? Hopefully you can read that. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, a mackerel. Oh, okay, so there's more thugs. There's definitely more thugs coming out, so I guess I've got to deal with these guys, but... Oh, man. 1, 2... if I deal with them too much more, I'm going to be in trouble, aren't I? Put another one out. I think I put enough out then. This is problematic. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe work on some of these civilians just to sort of keep the numbers down. I don't know. Alright, drawing a card for Kid Loki. Ooh, sorcery. What's this one here? Hopefully you can read that. It says, choose one, draw a card, or wild in your location, or reveal the top card from the master plan deck. You know what, I think in this case I just want to do a double wild to get as much of a head start on these things as possible. I think I'm going to move and clear this. Alright. Yeah, I think we need to get cracking. Get 4 of these whilst driving this up. Oh, you may gain a wild token. That's pretty handy. Oh, crossing the mountains is definitely the best thing to do in fantasy adventures, isn't it? The stirring music. Alright, the orchestral rising crescendo. Alright, so we've done that. Got all inspired by our marching through the snow. So that was right, wasn't it? We moved, we placed 2 stars down with our wilds, and then that's pretty much it. Yep. Alright, now hopefully we've given Black Knight an interesting turn here. Right. So he's got these. Let's... Let's see what else we have here. Like, oh man, another punch. Okay. Well, let's do this one. Each hero may move to an adjacent location. Do we want them to move? Not. If I play this one and don't give any movement, is that going to be good for her? She tends to have a bit of movement, right? Yeah, I think she's going to be alright. Alright, let's play this one with the star, because again, we want to sort of catch up with this. I think we're really getting close with the thugs. So, if I play that, that's going to give me 3 stars potentially. So I could clear a spot, and I think I'm going to just clear this one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's clear that. Or, hold on a second. Should I? Because I want to move. I guess I don't have to move. But I actually, you know what? I do want to move because I want to stop this from overflowing. I think that's going to... If we get another one of these cards, that's going to get another henchman for sure. Or not henchman, a thug. So I think what I might do is end up over there. So should I use all the... Should I use all the stars on this one? So I can use the end of turn ability, whereas if I clear this one, I step in there, I'm not getting to use the end of turn ability. Although I do want to get rid of these ones with the civilians, but I guess I can come back to that one, maybe? Alright, yeah, let's do it. Let's use our free movement. We will use our free... Let's use our free punch over here. 1. And then let's use our actual punch over here. So we've used our free punch, we've used our actual punch, we've used our free movement. That is getting close with these guys. We will use our wilds here to clear this location, which means we're getting close there. That's pretty good. I just wish we had more stars in amongst here to sort of keep going with those. We've got 1 star here, I guess. And then what's this ability up here? You may KO another hero... Oh, okay. You may KO another hero... Oh, that's right, it's Vormir, right? We throw them off the... throw them into Mount Doom. So, KO another hero in this location to immediately clear a... Oh! Oh, that's a way to shortcut it. Oh. Interesting. Right. Whose turn next? It is Kate Bishop's turn. She's going to draw a card. She's been given... she doesn't have... Unless she's got a double. I was going to say, I could... If I can get across to here, but I used that trick wire already, didn't I? Maybe I went too soon with that one, but if I could get over here and throw Black Knight off the cliff, we could just instantly clear one. But that's certainly something to think about, isn't it? So I drew it. Oh, well, there you go. Drew a heroic at least. Hulk. I've got a punch. And I've got a star. I could get an extra star. Oh man, okay. I could get an extra star. What if I... What is this one? She can punch against up to 2 different targets. I don't want to do that at the moment because that would push us over. Oh, what's going to get me? Maybe let's do the movement because I want Hulk to be able to maybe get over there so he can trigger that. Yeah. Maybe let's use this movement. Because what I can do here is I can... Oh, which ones do I want to use it on? I was thinking of clearing this, but maybe that's not what I want to do. Well, maybe I can just leave this one. Alright. Maybe do I put a star here? Punch here. Step here. And that'll generate me a wild. Plus I've now given Hulk a movement he may be able to use to get over here. Yeah, that's about as good as I can come up with at the moment. Yes, but we now have Fang Foom with something to say about it. What's he up to with his, what's this, his third turn? Third turn. He's still sleeping and he's got another one of these. Oh my goodness, how many Macklin one? Is this all he has? Is just dropping thugs everywhere? So, 1 back here. 2 back here. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Uh-oh. A whole bunch of cards are about to flow, aren't they? Oh my goodness. Alright. Maybe my plan isn't the best. Oh, double wilds. Okay. Let's make the most of this while we can. Alright, what are we going to do here? How many cards has he got? So I can get him to discard one of these by KOing one of us. Okay. 1. Yes, do I still want to do this plan of throwing him off the thing and just clearing one outright? Maybe. Let's go 1. Punch. 1. So 1. Punch. So one of the wilds is for punching here. One of the wilds is for moving. The other movement was for moving. So we've ended up here. That's 2 movement. Now if we pick him up, throw him off the cliff. Didn't even warn him it was happening. We've KO'd him to immediately clear another threat. Which one do we want to clear? Maybe let's clear this one. Because this one's on the way. And yeah. Alright. And these two are fairly close, so these guys can maybe deal with that. I don't know. That's 3 of our threats cleared. Was that worth it to save on the... I'm just not sure. I'd rather sort of save some of these things for clearing civilians and thugs and all that sort of stuff. So we've done that. That was Gladiator Hulk's turn. Now if I clear... Well, here's the thing. Do I... With Kid Loki... Don't really need to worry about Master of Deception. Sorcery. Sorcery is going to let me... See, I've got to get rid of one of these civilians or thugs. Black Knight, when he wakes up, he's not going to be in much of a position to deal with this though. I was just thinking, do I hold off and not tip either of them over, so I give Black Knight an extra turn before Loki? But I think what I'm before Fang Foom. But I think what I can do is make him vulnerable and under pressure at the same time, and I think that's still okay. So let's have a think about this. I've got a movement. I can wild in my location, but knowing that he's going to start attacking us, I think I might want to have another card up my sleeve, because I think I can still put him over here. I think I can use the movement to get across here. I can use the two wilds there to clear this, and I can use the wild that I picked up earlier to defeat one of these thugs, and that will clear both things, I think, and also make this one, stop this one overflowing. I think that's my plan. The problem is a lot of these places are on one. We'll see. Alright. Alright, so we've spent one wild to get rid of this thug. That's going to complete that mission. Now the other thing we haven't done, because we haven't been working on rescuing civilians, we're not anywhere close to being able to get that third mission bonus, are we? But anyway, let's clear this. That is going to let us complete that. So we have cleared 2 missions now. Let's put these over here. And so now he's under pressure, but he's vulnerable. And I should have, sorry guys, when I threw old mate off the thing there, I should have put this down. There we go. Okay. Because we did have a KO there, and I believe he puts a master plan card face down, doesn't he? Yep. Alright. Alright, so we've done that. Did I not draw a card for Kid Loki? Why do I only have 2 here? Maybe I didn't draw a card. I don't think I've taken any damage with him, right? So, I think at the beginning of that turn I was supposed to draw a card. I'm seeing the Hulk cards and the Kid Loki cards, and they're kind of the same colour there, so I'm just making sure I haven't messed that up. So I think I'm actually supposed to draw 2 cards now, because, let's have a look here, nothing there, nothing there. Yeah, he should have 3 after I've had my turn. So I've just drawn a single wild, and I should draw another one because that's the effect I'm going to choose. So instead of doing another wild, or I can reveal the top card of the master plan deck. Nah, let's do this. Alright, so I've drawn this one here as an extra one. So Kid Loki is a little bit beefed up here. Now, what's his end of turn thing? You may draw a card if you have 1 or 2 cards in hand. Or, ooh, I could discard a card to gain a wild token. Oh. I guess that's not bad. Which one do I want to lose? Oh, but they all have wild tokens on them. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to... I mean, I guess I would have an extra wild token. I guess having... what's better, having an extra wild token or having an extra health? I think against him, maybe having the extra health just to stop him smashing through his deck, which coincidentally is what we should be putting out now. So we've got the Awake deck, and it's about to be his turn. And we've given someone a movement. Whose turn is it next? It's Black Knight's turn. Alright, and actually Black Knight, I'm supposed to put his cards away, aren't I? Okay. Would have been nice to wake up with those 2 punches next to Fang Foom. Alright. Oof. Let's see, Black Knight, what do we want? We want probably that one at the bottom, this one probably next, and then maybe this one. Alright. So, is that what I'm doing? Do I want that wild token? You know what? I think I do. Let's take the wild token. I'm going to put that one away. Alright. So, let's see what happens. He's probably going to attack Loki here. So, Fang Foom has awoken and it's now his turn. And don't worry guys. He has awoken and he's grown in size. So there you go. He has arrived. Crunch. Now that's a bit more of a formidable presence. So, yikes. Now they're all like, oh, I thought we were just dealing with a little lizard. Okay, so, oh, I put his cards over here, haven't I? Whoopsie. Let's see. So he's going every 2 turns now. He's under pressure, hence why we're going after Kid Loki here. Let's see. 2, 3. Just to make sure I haven't messed up the order here. Yeah, okay. So, you guys know I tend to make a lot of mistakes, so hopefully I haven't made any glaring ones so far this game, but we'll see how we go. The battle is still young. He's going to be moving clockwise to the next location with the hero with the most cards in hand, so that is Hulk. Alright, so he's going to attack Hulk here. Oh no, Hulk's got those cool cards that I like. Alright, well, He's going to bam, and then he's going to put a bunch of civilians out. Well, he's finally putting civilians out. So let's get the 3 civilians ready. So the bam is he does 2 damage to Hulk. Okay, Hulk. Well, considering you're going next, Hulk... Well, you know what? I don't think he'd... Until the beginning of your next turn... Because if I took this now, I'd only get a star, and I want to be able to punch him, don't I? So I guess I have to lose these 2. Each time you punch this turn, deal an additional damage to your target, but I don't have any punches with which to punch with here. I've got a movement, and this would be another movement, so neither of these are great. I guess I'm going to put them in this order. I'll keep the double punch. Alright. Then he punches adjacent locations, but there's no one there. And luckily he's standing in a spot where we've cleared it of problems. So he's going to put 2 civilians here. He's going to put 1 civilian here. Let me just make sure I've got that right. No, that's not correct. Oh no, we've got an overflow. He puts 1 civilian here. And unfortunately he puts another one there, which means he's already 1 card down. Oh no. Okay. So if he keeps that up, we've only got like 3 turns to chase him down with his 11 health. Who's after him? Oh, Loki. Oh, this is a problem. Well, this is why I sort of wanted to give Loki an extra token, because it might be the difference if you can catch up to Fang Foom. So we'll play 2 punches. We've got a double here. Hold on, whose turn is it? It's not Gladiator Hulk's turn, is it? Why was I thinking it was Hulk's turn? Oh no! It's Black Knight's turn, not Hulk's turn. In which case, do I want to have kept those other cards? Although she's probably not likely to give him lots of punches. So this is maybe still pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Oh, bummer. Which means he's probably going to move away. Alright. Well, we've got to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see what Black Knight's coming at him with. I don't like what I'm seeing so far. I've seen a star and another star. Science and magic. For each action token you place on a threat. Oh, that's not great. Place an additional action token. Oh no, we've got to move. Oh my goodness. Look at this rubbish hand. I've woken up. Oh no. Whoa. That is just garbage. Absolute garbage. I mean, they're not bad cards in a normal situation, but that is garbage. I got a movement. Ignore the first damage you would take during the next villain turn. I mean, maybe. Do I play that one? Level 1 shield. Ugh. I guess we could give someone a movement. I've got a movement, so I could play a movement and say... So here's the problem. I could try and block damage. I don't think I want to block damage. I think I want to clear locations. I could try and get rid of the stuff from this location. No, let's just play this one. Just the star, because what I'm going to do is... I could repay Hulk and throw him off and clear the next one, but I don't want to be feeding him more and more of these cards. So let's go... I'll use my free punch. Oh, I've got the... Oh, wait a minute. You know what I was... Oh, no, that's right. Okay, I was going to say... Hold on a second, let's have a look here. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may perform. The first time you are forced to discard a card from your hand, flip this... That's interesting. I wonder if This leads to all sorts of questions. Namely, am I an eligible target for being thrown off Vormir if... Because this says, first time you're forced to discard a card, which is what this is saying. Oh, it actually doesn't say discard. It says KO. So I'm like, if KOing is discarding cards, does that mean I flip this instead, which means I wasn't able to be thrown off, which means I don't earn this? Or does KOing supersede this? Like, you know, ignore this, which means, do I still have my steed because my steed rescued me, sort of thing? I don't know. I think in the interest of like not gaming it too much, even though I could see the thematic argument for, well, the steeds, because he's a flying horse, saved me, but if we're going to take the effect of clearing this, I guess we got KO'd. I don't know, but it says the first time you were forced to discard a card, flip this instead. So maybe I wasn't, but I was, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to flip this over or not. Brave steed. I'm going to say... Like I want to say, okay, to be, you know, playing hardcore mode and all that sort of stuff, it should get flipped down. But I'm looking at it like the first time you like, I don't think the horse has been killed. I don't know. All right, we'll leave that up. We'll say I get the movement, which means I didn't need that other movement anyway. But I get, so I've got 2 movement essentially if I want to. You know what? Maybe you're there. Maybe let's do that. Maybe let's move to either here. Or here. Let's move here. So on the way through, I can punch this guy and maybe rescue one as well. So I'll punch. Oh no, hold on. I can punch him, can't I? Yeah, okay. Let's rescue this. Sorry. Rescue this guy. And use the free punch on Fang Foom, of course. Yeah, let's actually start doing some damage to him. Alright, so we've done 1 punch on him. So I wake up, I get to move, sorry, I punch him with my free punch with the sword. I move into here with the movement, I rescue one, and then with my free magical horse movement, which I don't know if technically I'm supposed to still have, I'm going to fly over here. Alright. If you disagree with that decision, my apologies. Alright, so I still don't think things are looking very good here. Which means it's not Loki's turn, it's Kate Bishop's turn. Alright, so what's she going to do? What is she going to do and where is she going to do it? Well, let's draw some cards for her. She's got a wild, so that's handy. Can I have your stuff? Alright, so, man, they're drawing all their stars at the moment. I needed the stars earlier. Alright. So, can I don't know if I, sorry guys, I don't know if I showed that properly. I'm getting too annoyed about not having the punches, but I needed the punches. Alright, let's have a look. So, star or discard an action token to recharge one of your trick arrows. Ooh, at the end of the turn. Nah. I think it's got to be this one, right? 2 punches, split as I like. Now, I'd love to use this wild for something other than this, but I think what I'm going to do is use this movement plus the wild token to step into this location and step into another one. Do I go here? Yeah. Who's coming up next, actually? Gladiator Hulk. In that case, maybe I'll go this way. 1, 2. So that's my 2 movement. Somewhere along the way I'm going to do some rescuing here. So I may as well do it here because there's a civilian in this spot. Oh no, wait, which is the spot that... Oh no, none of them. It's just this one down here. It's not going to be great if he gets into a civilian situation. Yeah, alright, let's rescue this guy. So move and rescue. Okay. And then I can shoot into this spot. Oh, now what is this thing? Let me do. Wait. Punch against up to 2 different targets in an adjacent location. Oh! Well, that's cool. I may as well do that now, right? So I'm also going to fire I'm going to fire a couple of trick shots here. I'm going to do like Legolas and fire 2 from the same bow here. So we're going to use skilled marksman. So we've used the wild and the movement to get here. We did a rescue somewhere along here. We're going to punch twice against Fang Foom. Alright, and then we're going to punch another thug in here, and then we're going to punch Fang Foom one more time. So we've got him down to, and I know some folks are saying you should use dice. I've got him down to 7. If I haven't made any mistakes there with actually sort of taking the wounds off there. Because we did the 2 damage. 2 damage, split as you like in both Oh, split as you like. Oh, hold on a second. 2 damage, split as you like in both adjacent locations. I think that means I can do the 2 of them. That's weird. Okay, I think this is saying I can do... Oh, I'm just not sure because I feel like... Is this saying I can do 2 punches in this location and 2 punches in this location? Like 2 punches split as you like in both adjacent locations? Or is it saying 2 punches split as you like across 2 different locations? Maybe if it was the first one I said where you get to punch in both spots, it would be split as you like in each adjacent location. I feel like that would be too big, right? So I feel like this is, you can punch here, or you can punch twice here, or punch twice here. Which is what I was assuming it was, but now I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, I'm getting myself confused. But you guys let me know what you think that one is. But I'm just going to do the 2 damage here. I don't think I'm allowed to do it over here as well. So that's the 2 damage. And then this one was the 1 damage. Because I can punch against up to 2 different targets. So punch once against up to 2 different targets in an adjacent location. Yeah. Alright, we fired that one. She doesn't really have many more tricks up her sleeve. She could use this one to create like a smoke bomb thing, but I'd rather just try and do some damage to him at the moment. Alright, what have we given? We've given Hulk. So it's going to be like team dark colours and then team green colours. So we've given Hulk after Fang Foom goes next. We've given him a movement. And Fang Foom is going to move, I guess. There seems to be a lot of the same card in here, so I wonder if he's got all the same cards in here or if these are different. Let's find out. What's he doing? Is he not going to breathe fire on us or something? I don't know much about Fang Foom. Is he like a fire-breathing dragon or is he like a magic dragon? What does he do? Oh, he's moving counterclockwise to the next location with the hero with the most cards in hand. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they've all got 3, right? So counterclockwise to the next one. So I guess he's heading to Kate Bishop. Oh, that's going to KO Hulk, isn't it? Oh, he's going to lose his double punch. That's not good. Bummer. Okay. Kate Bishop is going to get hit twice. So let's lose the stars. She's got 1 health left. We've got 1 KO. So again, we've only got like 3 turns here, don't we? And he's putting out these. So let's see. This is going this way. So 2 thugs. Oh, we got lucky. Oh yeah, we got lucky. No overflow. So 1 here. 1 here, 1 here. Oh, yikes. Okay. Oh man, what's happening here? Okay. Alright. So he took a hit, got KO'd. Kid Loki's got to take a hit as well. Now, is he coming up next? He is too, isn't he? If the villain or henchman in your location has more health than the number of cards in your hand, which he does currently, I can double while there. Well, I don't want to lose that. I've got, yeah, Master of Deception, because that's got a single wild and this other one's a moving wild, so, yep, I'll keep the good ability, I'll keep the double tokens, and I'll get rid of this so he gets hit for 1. Okay. So, who's... This must be Loki's token. Yeah, that's right, because we took the damage, or not the damage, but we used the location to get that, didn't we? Alright, so Hulk, I think, is waking up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully he's got something decent here. A single wild. Oh no, payback. That's not great. Oh. Oh man. Look at these 2 cards. So he's got this one. One-on-one clash. And he's got this one. Payback. So this would have been better if we had taken a little bit of damage, because then I would have been able to do 2 punches. With this I can do nothing. This is actually going to be a useless turn for Hulk. He's going to do like maybe 1 damage. This is not what we needed. So that's useless. Deal a number of punches to a single target in your location equal to 5 minus the number in your hand. So that's going to be the worst case scenario, because I've got 3 in my hand. And then your target can't be damaged again until the next villain turn. Oh, garbage. That is... What was I saying? I had those awesome cards that would have been really good, and I've got none of them. These cards are useless. Alright, so we'll play the single wild, and we will simply step in. And look at this, we're not working on any of this, so we may not have many cards. Oh, if he KOs one of us and overflows, I think we have lost. Oh no. So oof. Okay. So I'm stepping in and I'm just doing a single damage. Ugh. I don't like it. Alright, then Loki. Kid Loki. Allspeak. You may turn any number of thugs in your location into civilians or vice versa. Plus it's got a wild. Not really what I'm looking for right now. So, I guess we go this one so we can step in. Does he have more health than the number of cards in my hand? He certainly does. He's probably got 6, is that right? 6. Which means, so I've stepped in, I can now do double wild here, plus I can punch twice with this wild and this wild, so I can do a total of 4. 4 damage. Right. So. Okay. Oh, damage. Is that what we want to do? We're leaving him with 2 health, but now if he steps into one of these spots and overflows, well, we're just going to have to see what he does, I think. Alright, what's he up to? I'm like, should I have like taken out an extra guy or something? What's he doing? He's moving counterclockwise to the next hero with the most cards in hand. Well, that's going to be Black Knight, right? Oh no, he's moved right away from us. Although Black Knight's getting a turn, so maybe he can get something done. Although, oh no, we're in a spot with civilians. Alright, he's going to put out... What's he doing here? Whoops, he's doing it this way. So he's putting one here. Oh no. Yep, this is it. One overflow. This one goes down. Also, Black Knight gets hit for 2, doesn't he? Because there's a BAM on there. Oh, Black Knight. Well... Oh, now I wish I'd played this. Well, let's keep this. Let's keep this one. Or should we put a movement to help someone else get to him? Kate Bishop. What have you got? You got a single punch. That's not going to be helpful. But he sort of needs the star for clearing this to do any damage, right? What do I take? Do I try and give Kate Bishop... But Kate Bishop, even if it was... Because I was thinking maybe she can get far enough to shoot in, but while in this location Fang Foom cannot take any damage yet, I'm going to have to play the star and... Well, keep the star just in the hopes of doing something with that. So, alright. Maybe I can get a better card that has like a punch and a star on it or something like that. So these two will get knocked out of my hand because he punched me. Then deal 1 damage to a different hero. There's no other different hero. So, and then there's no one on either side, so we're okay there. Luckily we didn't get another KO, because if Kate Bishop had got hit there, that would have been all over. So we've got a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Can we do it? So we've got this. Oh, what's he going to draw? Please let it be like 4 punches. Let's have a look. What is it? Oh, it's a punch and a star. I think that's all we need, right? Because he gets his free. This is cool. The Knight, St. George, and the Dragon. So he gets his free punch. Yes. And then he gets another punch. Now, all is for naught because he is invulnerable while there's a civilian there. But we use the heroic. Oh, and we had a wild here too. Oh, I forgot about the wild. Oh. Well, moot point. Anyway, so we're going to... Let's punch out another one of these guys. Get out of here. And then we will rescue this civilian with the heroic. So punch. Heroic. Then we use 1 punch here, and then with the magical sword of doom, what's it called? The ebony blade. We drive it into the heart of Smog. I mean Fang Foom. We find a weak spot in his armor and take him down and crunch. And we step on top. Victorious. Da, 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 da. I think that was all legal, right? We perform a free punch per turn in your thingy. Yeah. I think that's all good. Yeah, free punch. We did that punch, that's 2 punches, and we did the rescue. Yeah, and we even had an extra punch, so we're all good. There, wow. That was close. We had no more cards left. This is an interesting one. I don't know if I would have technically had that extra movement. But I wonder if this is supposed to get flipped down. Just not sure about that one, like what the whole interaction with that one is. Let me know in the comments what you think of that and what you think I should have done in that situation, or what the correct thing to do, you know, because I'm not even sure what the correct actual sort of by the rules thing was to do in that situation, but that was a really what a strange fight. It's sort of, there's no fighting at the beginning, but it's like you're just getting swamped with the numbers of these things under pressure. As you saw, he was still putting an extra card out pretty much every round, wasn't he? Almost. There was an extra one here, there, and then when he woke up again. So it seems like on paper, like that first sort of thing where he's like asleep, that, oh, we've got all the time in the world and we can just take, we can just, there's no threat. But yeah, that it's a strange way. It sort of both halves of the game felt like you were really under time pressure in both situations. Like the overflow in particular in the first round is like where he's generating his pressure there, and in the second round he's doing so much damage that you're worried about those extra cards getting put out. Plus, the board state's already probably fairly full, unless you were really working on civilians and thugs. And even then, it would, by this later stage, once he's played a few cards, it's probably starting to fill up again. But if you have only focused on that, then if all of these are still out, that's like 3 locations that like you may as well just be, you're wasting your attacks because you're sort of losing the first one each time, and then you're sort of having to sort of tee up star and punch combo attacks and that sort of thing as well. So that's a really interesting fight. It was really quick too. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this went very quickly, right? The 4-player games tend to sort of go for quite a while, and usually you sort of go through. No, sorry, that's the 2-player games, isn't it? 2-player games are pretty quick, but I was thinking, but don't you normally sort of use up your whole hand? But that's in the 2-player games. Yeah, sorry, that's right. So that wasn't too different, but yeah, still a really. It's funny. It's sort of like it was quick. It was over like that, but I still felt like I was under pressure from the get-go. What a cool battle that was, and I really liked the theme. I loved having my little adventurer party with my knights and my archer and my barbarian and the little thief guy as well, little thief wizard sort of thing. I think they all played their parts really well. Another, step in the road of my what's the word? Sort of rehabilitation towards changing my way of thinking about equipment cards. Like these were a lot of fun. And trying to use them at the right time and that sort of thing, they were pretty cool. I think in this situation these were worth like the equivalent of sort of like a double wild card. That was pretty handy. They because you had so many of them and they were good for different situations. That was sort of the equivalent of like the utility of a double wild card. This was super handy as well. The fact that you can just kind of use it and use it and use it. There's a little bit of a thing you've got to be careful with, but that's fairly manageable. So that was pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I thought that was cool. I liked that, and I liked all these characters too. Kid Loki was pretty fun. I really like Hulk. Probably the one dissatisfying thing about it was Hulk's deck had some really cool, powerful cards. They just sort of came out at the wrong time. They were sort of sitting in my hand whilst we were sort of twiddling our thumbs, just trying to deal with the little guys. And then when it was time to deal with the big guy, they'd all disappeared. And yeah, it's got the wrong cards out at the wrong time. That's probably the only slightly dissatisfying thing. But he was still pretty fun to use, and you can see the potential of him. He looks like he'd be a cool one. But yeah, well, thank you very much, guys. I think the star of the show there was. I don't know, they were all pretty good, but Black Knight got the honours of stepping on the corpse of Fang Foom. So, well, I hope you guys found that one fun. Hopefully this is a game that actually goes under like a 2-hour mark that I'm creeping up towards. I don't think I made any glaring errors there. Apologies if I did. But obviously this is probably the one thing. It's like it wasn't so much an error, but maybe the wrong call or something with that one, whether or not I was supposed to flip that over or not, or whether I was even legal as a character to be able to be thrown off the cliff with this particular card out. So, but yeah, that was really cool. So, if you've played Fang Foom before, like what did this sort of go similar to how you played? What sort of team composition did you have? Let me know in the comments. Those of you who were calling for Fang Foom, who wanted to watch it, what did you guys think? Did he sort of live up to your the hype? Because he's a big model, big draw card for the season sort of thing. And but I really liked him. He was fun. He didn't break the mold of the game too much. He felt like a fairly standard villain. But like I said, just you're under the pump the whole time, but in a really sort of clever way. So Yeah, he was cool. I quite liked him. For me, he lives up to the hype. I think he's a cool, interesting battle, and it'd be interesting to take different compositions of teams and see how they handle that sort of time pressure sort of thing. I think these guys luckily just had the right combo of things, of course helped out by the fact that we were using normal mode. So on heroic, yeah, I don't know how I don't know how we'd go. You'd have to get real lucky with the order of your cards coming out and stuff, or have to be real careful with your team composition. But lots of fun. Well, the next battle we're going to be having hopefully will be this Friday evening for those folks in the States. So it'll be Saturday morning, and the plan is to jump on a stream. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. We'll see how we go. If it's a disaster, we'll come up with another way of doing it. But I want to jump on a stream and actually stream a game on Tabletop Simulator so that I can have some guests playing along with me, and instead of having to sort of do this multi-handed solo sort of thing, actually have a bit of teamwork going on, that sort of thing as well. And we're going to be, because we're sort of shifting back and forth between homebrew, the fan-made stuff, and the real McCoy, we're due for a homebrew battle, and there's a designer who has jumped on the scene by the name of Fezadu, who's made Man Spider, and I've announced this before, but yeah, that if you haven't heard me say this yet, we're going to be taking on Man Spider. That's the plan, and he's a character I think from the Spider-Man the animated series, and of course I've invited Andrew Fantasia to jump on with me, along with hoping Nelly Nell and Dave Amarasinger, two great homebrew designers. I've asked all those folks to jump online with us, and we'll take on the Man Spiders. So Fezadu, hopefully you'll get some good feedback and insight from Dave and Nelly from the homebrew perspective, and we'll also see if we get the tick of approval from the expert on the Spider-Man the animated series in Andrew Fantasia. So we'll see how those folks like it. And the other thing I'm really impressed with Fezadu's design is that he not only made the character rules for Man Spider, but he also did the art as well. So he's a very good artist, and has done some great art that matches the style of Marvel United pretty well. So, well, there you go. So that's the next thing coming up. So we'll see how we go. That should be, I want to say around about maybe 8 o'clock in the evening-ish. So just keep an eye out on that time for a live stream from myself on the Friday night if you're in the States, or it's probably more about 10 o'clock or so in the morning here in Oz. And if you're living elsewhere in the world, I'll leave it up to you guys to work out with your world clocks and stuff what time that would be there. But yeah, if you're interested in that, join us. I'll try and keep a chat window open or something like that to make sure we can sort of communicate with you guys in the during the game and that sort of thing. But this will be the first time, so apologies if we have some hiccups and I don't get it right and that sort of stuff, but there's a little bit of a warning ahead of time. But yeah, we'll see how we go, and we can only improve from there. So yeah, there we go. Get rid of that last health from Fang Foom, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys. Leap Monkey out.